So in the last class, we are discussing about the variables, right? The concepts of variables. Now, in today's class, we are going to continue the same topic of variables along with the print statement, that is output in the Python, right? So in today's class, I'm going to show you the Jupyter notebook. So already I have shown you how to install this Anaconda and how to open the Jupyter notebook, right? So once you click on this Anaconda navigator, inside the Jupyter notebook launch, okay, by default, you are going to get a web page like this. Okay, wherever you have installed your Jupyter notebook, in that location, it is going to have. Now, what you have to do is write in your notes very clearly this one. So just type here the Jupyter notebook. Okay, type here Jupyter notebook in the search button. Step number 1, type Jupyter notebook in the search button. And you will get a Jupyter notebook app. Okay, now click on this and create a shortcut for that on the desktop. Create a shortcut. So for creating a shortcut, first you can open even the Jupyter notebook wherever it is available. Just create the shortcut, right click on that and create a desktop icon. Create shortcut, right? So if you create a shortcut and if you create a desktop like this, okay, or if you want, you can even proceed there only. That is also not a problem. Okay, just right click Jupyter notebook, right click on this, open the file location. Once it is file location is open, this is the by default one. In the C drive, in the users, you have installed your Anaconda by default. So right click on this and click on the properties. Click on the properties. Once you click on the properties, right click and click on the properties. Here, there is an option called as shortcut. In the properties, there is an option called as shortcut. Click on the shortcut. Next option is click on the shortcut. Now here there is a target. Where there is a target, here after script.py, here after script.py, there is inverted commas open and inverted commas close, right? Inside this inverted commas, you keep whatever the drive you want. For example, what I'm going to do is in the D drive, I'm going to create your batch name. What is your batch? 9 a.m. Okay, I'm going to create one folder called as 9 a.m. Now, I want to save all my Jupyter notebook files in this folder only, and I want to access from this one only, and everything I want to do in this only. For your batch entirely, I want to do in this folder only. What I'm going to do is here, okay, just a minute. Let me close all of them. Here, what I'm going to do within the inverted commas, I'm going to click on the D drive, colon, backslash. That is nothing but working directory. Whatever the working directory is, that working directory. I want to make it as this as my working directory. So 9 a.m. as my working directory. So whatever the D drive hash 9 a.m. as it is, this one you copy and directly paste here. Okay. Directly paste it here. D drive 9 a.m. and click on the apply and OK. Done. Once it is done, now what is the advantage of doing this one? Right. Now, once you click on this one, okay, if you click on the Jupyter notebook and if you click on the launch, just if you click on the launch, automatically it will redirect to directly to that particular location wherever it is in the D. Okay, so in the D drive, the folder is empty. Now here, I'm going to click on the Python 3. Okay, Python 3. And after clicking on the Python 3, by default, if you open your 9 a.m. folder also, if you open simultaneously 9 a.m. folder now, so here untitled.ipnb file, you can see here, whatever you have opened, this is ipnb file. So what I'm going to do, this one I'm going to rename to whatever the class name is there. This is class 1. Okay, I'm writing class 1 hyphen variables. I'm going to discuss the concept called as variables and print. In the same Jupyter notebook, print concept also will be there. Just type like this and click on the rename. Now, if you see in your 9 a.m. folder, the same thing will be there. Class 1 and this Jupyter notebook will be available here. And once you have practiced, once your practice is done, click on the save button. Like this, every day's class you practice there. You keep every day's notes, whatever the notes is there in the single folder. And that folder, you save it in your Google Drive. In the future, so unexpectedly your system was formatted or something was happened. These all the things are useful. Remember, in your real life, once the course was completed, if you have joined as a data scientist in your real life, as a data scientist, if you're working as a data scientist, if you're working as other things, I don't know, but if you're working as a data scientist, you are going to do 80% of the time copy from my code only. 80% is copy from my code only will be there. Your entire project, 80% you will copy from my code, right? My codes are that much of important. Not only my code, any code, right? Here in this situation, I am the trainer, so my code, right? Generally, data science code, whatever the trainer will explain, most of the times we use that one only, same thing, which is available even in the Google also, same answer only will be available. Somewhere we have to copy, but directly we are going to do this one. We can, in the companies, if you do the copy paste also, no one is going to ask you. Okay, whether you are writing copy paste, whether you are writing your own code, no one is going to ask you that one. Here, code is not important for the data scientist. The code is not important. After writing the code, one output you will get, right? How you are understanding this output is important for the data scientist. One person will think in a different way, other person will think in a different way for this output. Data science output is different, Python output is different. Python means general Python programming. This is normal programming. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. For everyone, it is common. For you, for me, it is 3 only. But data science is not like that. That is not the Python programming. Data science is data analysis part. For that, to communicate with the system, we require one programming language called as Python. Here, Python is not important. Python is not important. Language is not important. Code is not important. After the code, how we are going to analyze that one, that is more important. Here, whatever the codes are there, every code is equally important. Please save that one. For that, I have shown you how to create this one, right? Now, once you have created, now everything will be in your this folder only. Everything of your notes will be in one folder. Name it as per your choice. Write the folder name, whatever the folder name you want, right? Is that clear? And once the class is completed, you can just simply click on the save. Whenever you want to close that one, just simply click on the save. Once you click on the save, close this and simply close this. And finally, one black window will be running in the back end. Close this one. Now Python is closed. Python application is closed, right? If you want to open again, you click on the Jupyter notebook. Okay. For this, you have created the shortcut, right? That just click on that. And automatically it redirects to that page only. So wherever the default working directory is there, to that default working directory, it is going to take. So inside the drive, that is 9 AM folder, only one IPNB file is available. For example, you have saved multiple IPNB files, 20 or 30. All the IPNB files will be here only. Jupyter notebook file will be saved in the IPYNB. I stands for interactive. Interactive. PY stands for Python. NB stands for notebook. IPNB files will be saved in the interactive Python notebooks, which will be Jupyter notebooks will be saved in the format called as IPYNB format. Whereas remaining Python files like Spider file or PyCharm file or which you are working without IDEs like or in Python shell, whatever the files are there, every remaining files will be saved as .py. Generally, the Python extension is .py. Generally, this is the extension. Generally, only for notebook only, this is the exclusive. Only for notebook only, this is exclusive where we are having IPNB files. Okay, right? Is that clear? Now, here I'm having with respect to the variables and whatever you are having, right? Now, in my case, I have created the desktop shortcut also. I don't need to open every time Anaconda Navigator. Directly, I will click on the desktop icon and automatically it will redirect to me. And in my case, I have created the default working directory is D drive. The complete D drive I have given. So in the D drive, whatever you are seeing here, all the folders, it will be visible here. Okay. Because my default D drive is D drive. I have given the entire D drive as my default working directory. Inside that, I have not created the folder, right? So that is the reason it is showing whatever the default working directory is there, all the folders, out of which NIT means Naresh IT, where I have kept all my folders, right? So here I have created the notebooks as per my choice and I have saved everything, right? And I'm going to explain the Python Jupyter notebooks, whatever I have saved already. I'm just going to open them and I'm going to explain each letter to letter. I'm not going to type in front of you. While typing, if I type in front of you, okay. So while typing, whatever the content I'm sharing to you for typing, at least it will require for me 20 minutes to type. In each class, 20 minutes will be only for typing. If I spend 20 minutes, then how much time I'm explaining for you the concept? 1 hour, 10 minutes. Instead of that, these 20 minutes also, if I save, the 1 hour, 30 minutes complete time I can use for explanation purpose. That is my intention. I want to deliver the maximum content. So for delivering the maximum content, I don't want to waste my time for just for typing purpose. At the same time, just bringing that one and executing in front of you, I am not going to do that way. First, I will explain. After explanation, I will execute. After explanation, I will execute. You have to practice also in the same way. Directly, if you go and simply do that, whatever the execution, you will get the answer. Then what you will understand from that? While practicing also, remember, take a notes. In the notes, first you write the answer. No need to write the code. Don't write the code. Directly write the explanation or whatever the answer is that is important for us. Code anyways will be with us only, right? In the Jupyter notebook, it will be there. No need to write the same thing. You are not here to do the copy paste work. Okay. From seeing the question paper directly, we have to write the answer, not the question. We no need to repeat in the answer paper. Right? See here also the same. No need to write that code in the notes. Directly write answer in the notes. For that answer, how you have got explanation is required means write the explanation in your notes. That you write in the notes. And after writing the answer in your notes, then execute the code in the Python Jupyter notebook. And both the answers should match. If both of them are not matching, understand what is the reason and write that reason also here. Why you have got the wrong. Write the reason also in your notebook so that when you are revising in the future, it will be very easy for your understanding. That is the way we can practice easily. For doing all these things, obviously it will take time. I'm not going to say that after this class, it will be completed just in half an hour practice is sufficient. I'm not saying like that. Surely it is going to take so much of time. 100% it will take time. If you want a bright career and a good career in data science means the more time you have to dedicate for your practice. Without practice, you can't get. Here, I'm going to explain the concept called as variables. Now, variables assignment where this hash is nothing but comment. So this is considered as a comment, and this comment I'm writing as this is my first variable assignment. So that I'll understand this is variable assignment. First time I'm writing like this. In the further Jupyter notebooks, I will not use this one, right? This is the first time I'm learning the variable concept. So that is the reason I'm writing in my comment. In the future classes, whenever I'm using the variables, I don't need to write this one, right? A is equal to 9. What it is going to do, it is going to create an object with 9 and name it as A. And if you execute, it is going to execute that one. Now here, you are not able to see any kind of output. Why you are not able to see any kind of output? Because here you have not asked any kind of print. You asked it to assign, so it has assigned. In this line, what is there? Just assign the value of 9 to A. It has done. You ask it to print means it will print. If you have not asked it to print means why it will print? Just it is assigning. The work of this line was completed. Assign that one. You ask it to assign, it is assigning. Now, how to print a variable in Python means directly we can use print A. Print in bracket A. If you write, it is going to print whatever the value inside the A is there. That is 9 inside the A. Print A is the option number 1. Second option, directly you are having only just you can ask A only. No need to even write the print also. Just ask A. Even it will also print. Right? But this will work in the Jupyter notebook if that particular line is only in the last line. Okay. For example, A is equal to 10. B is equal to 40. You ask A, B. You ask it like this. Right? Now only B will be printed because for the last line only, no need to write the print for that variable. But A will not be printed. Sir, here A is equal to 10 means first 10 with A. B is equal to 40 means 40 with B. A should be printed, right? This option, printed option should work means you have to write printer. No, sir, I don't want to write the print. You told that no need to write print also means that print option no need to write is applicable only if it is in the last line. Here it is not in the last line, right? So it is not applicable for that. This is applicable for this. Print B. What is print B? 40. 40 will be printed. That is not a problem. If you want, you can check. A is equal to 10. B is equal to 20. A and B. If you ask A and B, B only will be printed. Because for the last line, no need to write the print. If you are asking directly the variable, single variable, no need to print. But in between the variables are there means clearly you have to write the print. So for example, this one is there. You have to write the print word. Otherwise, it will not print. Right? Now 10 is printed and 20 also printed. Is that clear? So this option is applicable only if it is in the last line. Next, A is equal to print option anywhere, any line. That is irrespective. Print function you can use anywhere. For example, 500 lines of code is there. In between, second line you can use, third line you can use, last line also you can use. Anywhere, anytime, no problem. Always better option is this one. Print option is always the better one. Right? A is equal to 2.0. Now what is the print A miss? So print A, it is going to print the 2.0. Underscore A1 is equal to 20. Print underscore A1. It is accepted. This variable name, yes, it is accepted. It is going to print. A1 is equal to 40. It is accepted. Yes, it is accepted. 1A is equal to 50. Not accepted because it is a numeric. Now, when I execute the code, the second line is just printing the variable name. But before moving to the second line, first line has to be executed, right? Successfully. Python has to come to this line. Miss, this line has to be successfully executed. Then no need will come into the second line. Inside the second line, for example, second line print only I have written. This one also wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Both of them wrong. But still, Python will show only one error. Only the first line error only it will show. If the first line was successfully changed, then only it will show the second line error. right? At a time, you can see only one error. You can't see all the multiple errors at a time. It is not a compiler. Just one line only it will execute. So if you change this one, okay, by seeing this one, you'll understand, oh, syntax error. What is the syntax error? That too in the line one. In the line one, there is a syntax error. You are having in the line one, 1A is equal to 50. There is a syntax error in the line one stating that 1A is not possible. Syntax error means it is not as per the Python rule. And that too in the line one. You are having the error in the line one. Okay, by seeing this one, I'm going to rectify this one. Okay, I am going to change this one to A or AB. AB is equal to 50. Now in the next line, immediately after executing, first line was executed successfully. Now in the second line, what is this print? Again, syntax error. Again, it is going to throw the syntax error. Now I'm going to rectify this one. Print, I have rectified. Now again, it will throw an error. What is this 1A? 1A is not there. 1A is not available, right? AB, 1A is not possible. So AB, print AB. Now it is accepted. See, like this, we are going to debug the error. Okay, you can see only one error at a time in the Python. You can't see the multiple errors. Now 124 is equal to 98. Is that okay? No, this is numeric. Numerics we can't use as the variable name. Sir, from my perspective, I want to check whether 124 is equal to 98 or not. That I want to check both values are equal or not. To check both the values are equal or not, we have to use double equal to. Double equal to is used for checking the values. Single equal to is used to assign the value to the variable. Whenever there is a single equal to, automatically this value will be assigned to this variable. Left side will be considered as the variable only, obviously, and right side one will be considered as the value only, obvious, 100%. Whenever there is a equal to symbol is there, automatically right side part will be assigned to the left side part. It is always fixed. When you want to compare between the values, you have to use double equal to, not single equal to, right? Whenever you are using a single equal to, automatically it considers as the assigning value, and this is considered as the variable only, and it will throw the error. And if, small if, if, it is actually it is in the English only, but still it is not accepted. The reason behind this is it is one of the keyword. Now, how I can identify whether this is a keyword or not means, for example, here this is in the black color, this is in the green color. Now, if you change this one to A, if something you have created a variable like this, now again black color you have got. Whichever is in the green color, that you should not use as your variable name. Just avoid that one. Whichever is in the green color, just avoid. Apart from that, you create if 1, if 2, if 3. Infinite values are there, right? You want only if. There is no compulsory like that, right? If is having another meaning in the Python. That is the reason it is showing the error. Now you can assign the multiple values at a time. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30. Instead of writing in 3 lines, in Python, we can write A, B, C is equal to 10, 20, 30. Directly we can write in this way. This is called as multiple variable assignment. So A will be assigned to 10, B will be assigned to 20, C will be assigned to 30 respectively. So for example, A, B, C is equal to 10, 20 only I have written. Both the values are not same. It will throw error because A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Sir, A 10, C, B 20, it can take one. For C only it is missing now. From your perspective, C is missing. From Python perspective, maybe A missing. Who knows? You have missed A. Starting 10 only you have to start. You can even start with -2 also, right? It is not compulsory, right? You have missed A. Who knows? So Python simply will say that if both of the values are not equal, left side and right side, the number of variables and number of values are not equal, it will throw an error. A, B, C is equal to 10, 20 is an error. If you write A, B, C is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, if you write also, it is error. Both the here left side 3, that means right side also 3 values only should be there. Right? Then only it is going to apply the multiple variable assignment concept, respectively concept. Respectively means order, one by one. Okay. Now, A, B, C is equal to 10, 20, 30. Now, what is A means? 10 will be assigned. B means 20. C means 30. It is going to select in that way. Right? Now, make sure that number of variables matches the number of values. Otherwise, you will get an error. For that one also, you can take an example. A, B is equal to 10, 20, 30. It will throw an error. Value error. Saying that too many values. Expected only 2. Values means right side part is called as values or left side part? Right side part. Right side part expected only 2. But you have given 3. It is throwing that error. Clearly, we can understand that error also. In the Python errors, the errors will explain very clearly for us. By reading that error only, we can identify that what is the error, what is the problem. And one value you can assign to the multiple variables by using A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to AI, or something like this, AI or 3, some numbers. Let us go with numbers. First, let us complete the numbers. Okay, A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to just 3. So now what happens? It is going to create an object with respect to 3. It is going to assign the variable A. For this only B, for this one only C. If you ask print A, B, C, 3 of them are 3 only. 3, 3, 3. It is going to print like this. Is that clear? Next. Now I want to check whether everything are assigning to the same object or a different object by using the ID. So here I have written the notes. Can you see the notes? So this is in the markdown. The cell was, this cell was in the code. Whereas this cell, this particular cell is in the markdown. In the markdown, I have written the nodes. So this hash tells about the headings. If you remove the hash, it is not considered as the heading. Normal. If you write the hash, once you have written the hash, after the hash, you have to give the space. Then it is considered as the heading. You have seen the difference. Size has increased with respect to the bold, right? And if you want a dot like this, okay, if you want a dot, you have to use hyphen space. Then you will get a dot. This dot you will get. If you are not using this one, you will not get that dot. Dot will not be there. In order to get the dot, we have to use hyphen space. Automatically, you will get the dot. Is that clear? This is my notes. Where in the notes I have written the storage location. In Python, the objects are created based on the value. ID is used to get the address. A is equal to 10. ID of A, I'm asking. Okay, A is equal to 10. First, for this line, what happens? Only for this line, what happens? First, it is going to create an object of 10 with respect to name it as A. Now, you're asking B is equal to 10. B is equal to 10 means whether it is going to create a new object for B or it is assigning to the same value. This one means it is going to do this one. Now, how I can know means just you ask the ID of B also. If both of them are same means both of them are indicating to same object. For example, ID of B is different means both of them are indicating to different objects. That's it. In that way, we can identify. Best based on the ID. Here ID number, whatever the ID number is there, that ID number is both are same means both are indicating to same object. If both are different means two different objects, two different buildings. Right? Now C is equal to 10. Already 10 with A is there, B is there. Now C is equal to 10. Whether it is going to create a new object? No, 10 already created. So it is going to keep the C for the same object. Same thing. Sir, K is equal to 10. For the same 10, already it is available. 10 is already available. Now it is going to assign the same with respect to. Sir, like this for one object, how many names I can keep? Infinite number of names. Choice is yours. But the memory management of the Python says that it gives only with one object is created for one value. Right? Objects are created based on the values, not based on the names. In Python, the latest value will be stored in a variable. For example, A is equal to Siva. You have written A is equal to Siva. For example, Siva. Okay, this is A. Now A is equal to 10 you are writing. A is equal to 10 means now as per the value it has to create an object. So it is going to create an object for 10 and it is going to assign the A for this. Sir, already A with Siva is there, right? The old one will be deleted. Whenever you have assigned the new value, the old one will be deleted and new value will be placed. Sir, why you have to do like this? Sir, first Siva is there, A is there. Fine, sir. For this line, meeting. Print A means print Siva. Siva will be printed. Fine, sir. Next, A is equal to 10 means it is going to create an object 10 and print A means it is going to print the 10. It is assigning A this one, right? Sir, why to do like this, sir? It can create, inside this one only can erase the Siva and you can write it replace with A like this, right? I mean, sorry, with 10. Whatever the value is there, instead of Siva, it can replace with 10 like this, right? Why it is creating a new object separately? Because objects are created based on the value. So again, the new object is created with 10 and the old object is erased. So now, how I can know all these things? Let us try. A is equal to Siva, print A. Print A means Siva will be printed. And ID of A, if I ask ID of A, it is printing some ID number. Now A is equal to 10, print A, that is again 10. Now ID of A, now based on this ID, if the both IDs are same? No, means it is creating a new ID for the 10. Value 10, it is creating a new object. You can see based on the ID. It is not replacing in the old object. It is creating into a new object. And that too, you are asking print A. Print A means it is not printing. Earlier it has printed Siva. Now if I am asking print A, what is the value means? It is showing only the 10, only the latest value. What happened to A? I mean, with respect to Siva, where is Siva? Deleted, automatically deleted. The previous object will be deleted automatically. Okay. So that is the high level programming means. during the Python introduction, I have told you the features of Python, out of which high level programming I have told you, right? This is the high level. Automatically, it is going to allocate the memory. Automatically, it is going to delete the unused memory. The previous memories automatically will be deleted. Right? A is equal to Siva. That is, it is going to create an object with Siva with A. And whenever 10 is there with A, the previous one is deleted in this way. Is that clear? Next, how to delete a variable. How to delete a variable. Sir, here there is an option called as print A is there, or A is there. A is equal to 10, print A and ID of A. Sir, delete this one. Deleted this one means code is deleted, not variable. Similarly, sir, delete the cell, sir, by using the cut button. There is a cut button is option is there. Delete that cell, sir. You can delete the cell, but again, code only deleted, not the variable deleted. Now, if you ask still the variable with A, what is the answer of A miss? Still it will print 10 only. I have deleted, right? 10 I have deleted, right? But still, now once you have executed, automatically in the back end of this one, it will be saved. All the values, whatever you have executed, it will be saved, every line. For example, one student will write like this. Sir, I have written A is equal to 10, sir. Okay. He will take the Jupyter notebook like this. What he will do is, he will write A is equal to 10. Okay. And B is equal to 20. And he will write with respect to A is equal to 20. Okay. And he will, what he will do is, first he will execute this one. A is equal to 10. And B is equal to 20. And A is equal to 20. Now he will delete this one. He will delete this one and he will send this one to me, or even this one also. Okay, print A. Sir, I have written A is equal to 10, sir, and print A means 20 is printing, sir. Wrongly it is printing, sir. My Jupyter notebook wrongly printing, sir. He will ask this type of question. Array, here 12 number is there, okay. 15 number is there, okay. In between 13, 14, what you have done? This is 15th line you have executed. This is the 12th line you have executed for 12th cell number. In between 13, 14, what you have executed? You have executed or you have deleted or what you have done? For example, he has deleted the variable also. He has used that del A. Okay, he has used that del A. A was deleted, successfully executed. Now he will ask with respect to print A. Print A means name error. That variable is not available. It is going to print the name error. But he will delete this one. Sir, I have assigned A is equal to 10. Print A means A is not printing, sir. Name error I am getting, sir. Executing and deleting that one. Feeling the delete, he is deleting the cell means he is feeling that he has deleted that variable. Deleting the cell will not make the deleting the variable. You have deleted the code only, right? So whenever you want to ask any question, share me that whatever the Jupyter notebook or whatever the spider or whatever the Python code is there in the sequential order, whatever you have executed. Okay, in the order what you have executed, in that order you show me. Just bringing the notes, just 12 and 17 means I can't tell the answer. In between what you have done in that 5 lines, what you have done, I don't know, right? If you show me the lines 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and in the 16th line there is an error means, then I can identify why this error is there. What type of, why you have got this error, and I can see the reason behind the previous lines. Without showing the previous lines, some people will send the screenshot. They'll take the photo of this one only. Okay, so whenever you are asking any question related to code, share it to me to entire Jupyter notebook. You have to share me the entire Jupyter notebook to my mail, not that particular screenshot. Don't take the screenshot of that. Don't use your cameras and take the photos and share me the errors. For this error, there might be multiple reasons will be there. For that, how I can identify and how I can rectify that error means, once you share me the entire Jupyter notebook only, I can tell that answer. I have shown you the reason also, right? Here the 12 is there. Now tell me, A is equal to 10. And if I share you only this part, I have shared you only this part. Now what you will understand? A is equal to 10 and print A is name error. What you will understand? If I share, I will take the screenshot of this one and I will share it to you. What you will understand? Me also same, right? How you are understanding me, I will also understand in the same way. First we'll assume that Jupyter notebook is not working or Python is not working or where it's wrong. Something will think. But answer is, in between you have deleted some of them, which you have executed, you have deleted. But in between you have executed some lines. For example, assume that you have written the word like this. A is equal to 10. Okay. Executed. After that, del A. Okay. After that, print A. Okay. Now if I ask print A will be printed because in between del A was not executed. Once executed only, the number will be printed. Print M is value 10 only will be printed. Though here del A is there also, print 10 only it is printing, because after this line you executed this line, not this line. Here which one you are executing, that is important. Not writing is important. Though I have written A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30 also, I can execute only C is equal to 30 also, right? It is compulsory for me to execute A is equal to 10, compulsory. If they are in the different cells, assume they are in the different cells in the Jupyter notebook. If they are in the single cell, that is A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, and C is equal to 30. If everything are in the single cell, automatically in the sequential order will be executed. But if they are in the different cells, now you have executed this line, you have executed this line. In between, you have not executed this line. Though you have written also, you have not executed. If you have not executed, why it will delete? If you write means it will delete. If I write my name, I am a very good data scientist means I will become data scientist. No, right? It has to be executed and it has to be successfully executed. If I write the word of SRK is a great data scientist also, not, it will throw error only. It has to get executed. Successfully executed only, then only it is okay. Is that clear? Now, how to delete a variable means you can delete a variable by using a comma b is equal to 10 comma 20. That is multi-variable assignment. 10 with A, 20 with B, and del A means it is going to delete this one like this. The entire object will be deleted. Not only the value, object will be deleted. Removing the value is different. Removing the object is different. Removing the value is different. Removing the object is different. Write in the notes. Both are different. Whenever you are using the del function, del removes the object. Write the meaning of del means it removes or it deletes the object, not the value. It removes the object. Object is removed means automatically inside that value also removed. Okay? Because in the advance, in the future, we are going to see how to replace the values also. Because mutable objects we can replace within the same object, right? These are all immutable objects. In the mutable objects, we can replace within that only. We can replace inside that means we can remove the value first and we can replace next. So for mutable objects, we can remove the values also. For immutable objects, only the entire object should be removed. Right? So remove the object. So whenever you are using del function, it removes the object along with that value. We said that whatever the value is there, the value also will be deleted. Object is deleted means value will be automatically deleted. Right? Del functions remove the object. Okay, del after del, you are whatever the variable you are writing here. This del variable, this is the syntax in Python. This is the syntax. You have to write del and variable, whatever the variable you want to delete. So what it do means it will delete the variable. Deleting the variable means deleting the object. Variable means nothing but object. That object will be deleted. Right? So here A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. So 10 with A, 20 with B. Del A means A object is deleted. Right? Is that clear? How much clearly I am explaining? In your notes also you write in the same way. After while writing the notes after the class, while you'll write your notes again, once again you'll write the notes, right? At the time while practicing, write in this way. A comma B is equal to 10 comma 20. It is going to create with 10 A with 20 B, right? First 20, after that write in the name B. Okay, and del A means it is going to delete. So it is going to delete means in your notes you have to strike it off like this. So it is going to delete, this entire object will be deleted. This object is no more available. Okay, and once this line is completed, if you print A in your Jupyter notebook, A is not there. A is not there means it is going to throw the name error. Right? What about the B? B will be there. B you have not deleted, right? B as it is. B will be there. You have deleted only A. Similarly, if you want to delete the multiple variables, again I have written the notes. So here see, headings are there, down the code is there. Below to that, answer also is there. So in the Jupyter notebook, the advantage is notes, code, answer. Everything you can have in the single one. Right? Here, once you execute the code, it is going to delete the multiple variables. The syntax for deleting the multiple variables. To delete the multiple variables at a time, what is the syntax? Syntax is del variable 1 comma variable 2 comma variable 3 comma like this, so on up to variable n. How many variables you want, you can delete that many variables. Variable n. Okay, every variable you can delete. This is the syntax in Python. Syntax is del variable 1 comma variable 2 comma variable 3, like that how many variables you want. Right? Now, here, if you want to delete all the variables, as I have shown you in the spider, to remove all the variables, there is an option called as remove all. There is a dustbin symbol is available, and we are going to click on that. But here that option is not available. Then how we can remove that all the variables? Again, you want to start from the fresh means, click on the kernel and click on the restart. Restart means completely it is going to restart, means the everything will be deleted. All the variables will be deleted. Till now, whatever the variables you have assigned, everything will be deleted. Again, everything is fresh. If I execute now, this was already 23 is there, right? Now, if I execute any line after this one, a is equal to 4. If I execute 1, it is starting with 1 because the previous everything deleted. Nothing is there. Once again, I am showing. So here a is equal to 4 and print a. Print a means it is printing the a value, right? Fine. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll write this one in the separate line. Okay, this is one line and this is one line. Now I'm going to restart. Restart means all the variables are deleted. Every variable is deleted. Now, after deleting of every variable, now again I'm asking print a. It is going to throw an error because deleted now. Every variable deleted, right? In order to remove all the variables in the Jupyter notebook, you can just click on the kernel with respect to restart. Right? Now, sir, here outputs also numbers are wrongly printing, sir. It is confusing for me. And clear the outputs. Now, that one also numbers also will be removed. Again, start from the fresh. Okay. And sir, if I want to execute all of them, okay, until here, until this, I want to execute everything and there is no problem. And if you can want everything means restart and click on the run all. Run all means everything will run. Till where it will run, till it encounters the first error. Once the first error it has encountered, it will stop there only because you have to rectify that error. If the error is there, you have to rectify that error. After that only, you can do the next one. So like this, we can execute the cells. So in the Jupyter notebook, how to execute the cell means by using the shift enter or run button. If you want to execute all of them means run all. If you want to execute only the particular cell means click on this and you can execute that one. Is that clear? Next, coming to the next topic called as print. Okay, how we can print? What are the different options of print options are available? Right now, Python output. Generally, if you want to see the output of the Python, we are going to use the print concept. By using the print, we are going to generate the output, right? So I'm restarting the kernel and creating the output so that the outputs will not be visible, right? Now, here we can print by using the print function. We are using the print function. This is the print one. Now, inside the print one, we can print a single value. Directly, we can give a value only. Inside that, you can give directly value. Whatever the value, you can directly print the value. Okay, this is value. Whether the value is a decimal value, whether that is a numerical value, whether it is a negative value, whether it is a text value. If it is a text value, what is the difference between a numeric and non-numeric? Numeric and non-numeric. Numeric, where we are having with decimal and without decimal. Non-numeric means with respect to, apart from the numerics, everything comes under non-numeric only. For non-numeric or text data, generally we have to go with the inverted commas. Any text data, we have to represent that one in the inverted commas. Okay. For example, a is equal to 2. Directly numerical value you can write. A is equal to 4. You can write directly numerical value. A is equal to 10.8. Directly you can write the numerical value. If you write A is equal to SRK. Now, when you have written like this, it is going to throw error because the values which are in the text format, that value should be in the inverted commas. Whichever is in the text format or which is having with respect to some kind of at the rate of special characters or anything are there. Apart from numeric, any one character added also. For example, 2 and colon. Only colon is there. Text is not there. But apart from your numeric, at least one special character other than numeric is there also. It has to be in the inverted comma only. It should be in the inverted comma only. Only the pure numerical values only can be directly. Apart from other than numeric, any other one character extra is there also, it should be in the inverted commas, right? So here the text inverted commas, I'm going to print the value, print a single value. Option number 1 is print a single value. That single value can be int, the single value can be with decimal, the single value can be negatives, that single value can be text. Text you have to represent inverted commas. Sir, if I don't represent inverted commas, what happens, sir? Why we have to take inverted commas? Let us take Rama only directly. What happens? What is the problem for you? Now it is going to consider Rama as the variable name. Maybe you can create a Rama with 500, right? You are asking that Rama print Rama or print 500. Which one you are asking? So it is getting confused. So if you want to print this one Rama, if you want to print means you have to use inverted commas. If you want to print the value of 500 means you have to use only print Rama. That is the difference between these two. Now it is going to check with respect to print Rama means it will check as a any variable with Rama is available or not. Is there any variable with Rama? No. It is going to throw the name error. If not, nothing is available. Why it is throwing name error? Why it is not printing Rama as the output? Because it is assuming it is as a variable name. It is not considering as a text. It is not considering as a value. It is not considering as a value. So values should be considered as directly the numerical values. Apart from the numerical values, it should be in the inverted commas. Right? Now, print inverted commas at the rate of 1, 2, 3. So whatever is there inside the inverted commas, it will print as is. This is printing a single value. How to print multiple values? Means print value 1, comma, value 2, comma, value 3. Like this, so on up to whatever the values you want. It is going to print all the values. By default, it is going to print 9 space. Between two values, it is going to take the space. That is the default separator. If you don't write anything by default, it is going to separate the values between them is space is the default one. So it is going to print in this way. Right? Sir, I want the output comma, sir. Means between them I want comma. Then you have to use the separator is equal to comma. This is the syntax. Then it is going to take the comma in between them. If you don't write this one separator, by default, it is going to consider, means by default, the separator is space. In between them, space is there. This is the by default. If you don't write anything, automatically it considers them between them space. Sir, in between them, I want the colon, sir. It will take colon in between them. Sir, in between them, I want double colon, sir. Whatever you write here, that will be taken in between them. Between the values, whatever you want to print, that you have to write in the separator. Separator means between two things. Between two values, that one is called as separator. Right? Whatever you write here, it will print. Sir, I want to bring between them. First value separated, second value separated by SRK. 9, SRK, 99, SRK, 999. Between them, it is just placing that one. Right? Sir, I want at the end also SRK. That is called as end. This is called as separator. Separator means between. End means at the last. Right? So here by default, it is going to consider the separator space. Between the values, the separator is space. Now here I'm having first value. First value is DS. Since it is in the text format, I'm keeping in inverted commas. Second value is numeric. Since it is a normal numeric, I'm keeping as normal one. Between comma, the syntax is where value 1, comma, value 2, comma, value 3. See, syntax for printing multiple values is print value 1, comma, value 2, comma, value 3, so on. I have written that one in the comment also. If you want in the comment, write in the comment. If you want in the separate cell miss, write in the markdown as per your choice. Python will ignore these comments, right? These two lines will be ignored. Directly it will focus only on this line. Sir, after two lines, there is an empty line. Now empty line will be also ignored by the Python. In between, if you want any empty lines also, you can write multiple empty lines. Empty lines are ignored by the Python. Right? Is that clear? So like this, you can print the multiple values. This is printing the single value. This is printing the multiple values. Similarly, single variable. You can print a single variable. That is A is equal to 10. Print A. Now it is variable, not value. Okay, A is value. Printing A is different. This is value. This is variable printing. This is value printing. This is variable printing. So like this, you can print the single variable. If you want to print multiple variables, 10, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30, D is equal to 40. You can print the multiple variables also in the similar way, how you have assigned the values. That is variable 1, comma, variable 2, comma, variable 3, comma, variable 4, so on up to whatever the values you want. Again, by default, it is going to take the space as the between the values. That is first A will be printed. That is 10. Second 20. By default space 30, 40. It is going to print in this way. Is that clear? Same to same. Above whatever the values are there, how the values has been printed, the same way it is printing the variables. How you have printed a single value. So in the print, now in the print, you can print a single value. You can print a multiple values. Syntax for this one is print and single value. Whatever the value is there, value 1, the first value. Multiple values are there. Print value 1, value 2, value 3, and so on, up to how many values you want. By default, separator is the space, right? Similarly, if you want to print a single variable, you can print the multiple variables. You can print the multiple variables also. Single variable, multiple variables. Syntax is print variable 1, variable 2, sorry, one variable only, right? One variable means you have to write only one. Syntax is one variable. Similarly, for printing multiple variables, variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, and so on, up to how many variables you want. Again, by default, the separator also space. So print, you can print the value directly without assigning the value also you can print. For example, sir, A is equal to 10. Print A. What is the output? 10. 10 is the output. Okay, done. Print 10. What is the output? Now, what is the difference between these two? In this case, this value is stored. In this case, the value is not stored. It is just printing only. It is not just printing only. It is not stored. Sir, if it is not stored, what? Why it has to store? Why it not need to be stored? When we have to use which one? When we have to use storing? When we have to use non-storing? If you feel this one, we are going to use in the further, store that one. We are not going to use further. One time only it has to print means write only A. Okay. For example, I'm going to use print welcome to data science program. Welcome to data science program. This I'm going to start for the first time. Every day I will say the same thing. Or after the 10 minutes or 20 minutes of the class, again I will ask welcome to program. This welcome to program print when we are going to print this one only in the starting, one time only. Why to store this one unnecessarily waste of memory space waste? So if this is not required to save means no need to save. Sir, for example, I'm going to save A is equal to 10. And in the future, I'm going to use B is equal to A plus 20. Now what happens? Now A value will be considered 10. Whatever the value you have stored, it is going to reuse. Whenever you are going to reuse that one, you save it in the variable. If you're not going to reuse that one means just print that one. Okay. That is your choice. Completely your choice. Is that clear? You can print in a different way. Either you can print a single variable, you can print multiple variables, you can print single value, you can print multiple values. You can print combination also. You can print any combination also. After this values, variables, combination also. Here, the combination. See here, A is equal to 10. Here, print the value of A colon inverted commas. This is a text. A text just I am printing. This is just a value I am printing. Comma, variable. One is value, one is variable. First one is value. Second one is variable. So the value is in the text format. So I am keeping it in inverted commas. So now what happens? This value will be printed as it is. Whatever the variable value is there, 10 will be printed as it is. So that is the value of A, comma 10. So the value that it is going to print first, the value of A colon, it will print as it is. Whatever is inside the text, it will print as it is. And comma means by default space. Space will be applied and inside the A, 10 is there. So it is going to print in this way. Is that clear? For example, you are confused. Okay, let us take a simple example. Print 40 comma A. Now it is simple example. One is value, one is variable. Now what value means how the value will be printed? Value will be printed as it is. A means what is inside A? 10 is there. Space 10. So 40 space 10 you are going to get. Instead of value 40, you are writing here SRK. Now what happens? SRK space 10. Now instead of SRK, you are writing A. What happens? A space 10. Instead of A, you are writing A colon. What happens? A colon 10. Instead of that, the value, the A colon space 10. Whatever the things you are writing here, it will print the value of A colon 10. Whatever the value is there, it will print that value. Whatever the variable is there, that value will be printed. Simple. Right? Now print 10 comma 20 comma 30. This all of them are the values only. So 10 space 20 space 30. Simple. Now here Z is equal to 100. This one, how it is going to print? SRK at the rate of exclamatory mark 345 will be printed as it is because that is the value. Value will be printed as it is. Now inside the Z, whatever the Z value is there, it will print that one. If the Z is executed, if the Z is not executed, it will throw the name error. For example, let us take, I have not executed the Z. In this Jupyter notebook, Z was not executed, right? Now what happens? It will throw the error that Z is not there. Z variable was not defined. First you define the Z variable, then you ask the print of Z. So I'm going to assign the Z is equal to 100. Now I'm printing. So text will be printed as this. Variable will be printed. So this is one more way of printing. So single values, multiple values, single variable, multiple variable, and combination of anything. Combination of value and variable. Sir, first variable followed by value only, or value followed by variable? Okay, well, let us take like this. Now, for example, you have got a question like this in your mind. Now, sir, can you print first? You have taken the examples. What are the examples you have shown? First, you have taken the value, comma, you have taken the variable name. In the two examples, whatever you have shown here and whatever the example you have shown here, in the both the cases, first you have taken the value, the text value, followed by variable you have written. It is compulsory, we have to write in this way only, or we can write first variable or also after that value. You have got the question in your mind. Now, instead of asking that question directly to me, if you execute after the class, if you execute, what happens? You will get the more concept very clear. If you ask the questions directly, sir, if I change this one, what happens, sir? Asking the question is just 1 minute, right? If I answer also, that question will be solved. For you, that temporarily that question will be solved. Assume that the same scenario, tomorrow you are working in a company. There you have got a doubt. Immediately what you are going to do? The moment you get the error or the moment you get a doubt, you are going to ask others or you are going to try on your own. Which one you are going to do? The same thing you have to do in the class also. Then only we'll become as a real-time professionals when we enter into the company, that work will be easy for us. So don't ask the questions directly. First you try on your own. Whatever the question you have got. For me also I have got the question. First, why I can't take the variable? Okay, variable followed by SRK. Now what happens? A will be first printed. A, what is the A value? 10 is there. 10. After that space SRK. Whether it will be printed? Yes, it is printing. Means we can take anything combination. Sir, only two only we can take or multiple. A, comma, A, comma, A, comma, A. Like this if I ask, what happens, sir? So multiple times. A multiple times will be printed. I didn't told that rule that A should not be repeated, or after this again one more value. Sir, this time Krishna. I'll write Krishna. Anything, any combination, anywhere as per your choice. Two values you can take, two variables you can take, two values, two variables you can take, one value, one variable you can take, anything. But value, variable, only these are the two. Apart from value and variable, you can't take others. Okay. Now, next, name is equal to 12. Sorry, num is equal to 12 and name is equal to Sam. Okay. Now tell me what is the output of this line. My number colon asterisk will be printed, space, number 12, and my name is space Sam. The same question was given in the NASCOM exam. Sir, this much of silly. To check the, sometimes after learning the advanced part, sometimes you will forget the basic parts. So NASCOM will test from the basic level to advanced level. This question was asked in the NASCOM. The same question was asked even in the Microsoft also. Right? If you are, sir, no, sir, silly, you are saying comedy, right? Check in the Google, type in the Google, Microsoft Python questions. Just type Microsoft Python questions. Python's type in the Google Python questions for Microsoft exam or for Microsoft certification. Just type this one. Asterisk type in the Google and tell me whether this question is available or not. Maybe this question might be available or similar kind of question. Okay. So sometimes they will ask with respect to the basic questions also. Okay. Now you are feeling this one easy. If you don't practice, tomorrow this one only will be difficult. Okay. If you want, you can try. Okay. After the class, don't practice today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Don't do anything and directly sit in the Monday's class. Your Monday's class will be some kind of Kannada movie for you. Okay. Something you'll understand, but nothing you'll understand. Don't practice for next 1 week. For next 1 week, don't touch your notebook or don't touch the laptop or desktop. Don't practice the Python. For next 1 week, don't practice. After that 8th day you sit in the class, it is Japanese movie only for you. If you want, you can try. If you are interested, you can try also. For me, no problem. Just give a try for 1 week. On 8th day, if you don't feel it is a Japanese movie, miss, you tell me. Right? Who already know the Python, for not, this is not applicable for them. I'm saying for the starters who are first time listening to the Python. For them, I'm saying. Already practiced earlier. Now you are, sir, this 1 week I have not practiced. For me, it is not Japanese movie. Don't say like this. Because you have done separately, na? You don't come under this category. who are learning for the first time. For you, in front there is dash festival. You can fill whatever you want in that. Right? Next one, my number. So here the my number is text. Text will be printed as is. Number is the variable. Variable will be printed. And my name, whatever the name is there. Again, it is a text. Text will be printed as is. Name is Sam. Sam will be printed. Right? Now the same thing we can use. The second type of format we are having is curly braces, open and close. Okay, this is one more format. Okay. This is one more format where we are having curly braces, open curly braces and close curly braces. Now what happens? Here, observe this one. Print. Let me make it clear. Okay. Here, inside the inverted commas only, you have to write the curly braces. Inside the inverted commas, you have to write the curly braces. That is the Python syntax, rule of Python. Within the inverted commas only, we have to use the curly braces. Now, whenever you are using these curly braces, immediately you have to use after that dot format. Immediately after the inverted commas, immediately you have to use the dot format. After dot format, here you have to write whatever you want to insert in the first location. It is going to take in the order. Whatever the order you are writing, it is going to consider that order. First, my number is num. Num is 12. My name is name. Name is Sam. Now, if you print this one, it is also going to execute. Sir, here also it is executing the same. Here also executing the same. Then what is the difference means? This is one way of printing. This is another way of printing. Now, out of these two, which is the best one means whichever you feel easy, that is the best one. My choice is this one. Than this, I feel this one easy. By learning this one, I'm getting confused. Ignore. Simply ignore. Okay. If you are feeling difficult, means simply ignore. But in the certification, if they ask this question, then we have to practice, right? So that is the reason we have to practice. We have to learn both the options. Okay. So here we are having with respect to the curly braces closed and open. So the first curly braces will be filled with first value inside the format. The second curly braces will be filled with second value. For example, here you have written with the first one is name. Second one is num. Now what happens? My number is, in this curly braces, it is going to fill the Sam. And my number is 12. Sir, my number is Sam. Wrong, no, sir. Python will not understand like that. It is not focusing on the English language. It is just focusing only on the code, whatever you have written. Just it is printing the same. It is not checking the whether number cannot be the Sam. What is meant by number also the Python don't know. It is not working on the grammar. Whatever you are writing inside the print, it has to print that one. That's it. Is that clear? And this is one more way. So, number and name. Next, sir, my number is, in the curly braces, I have written X and my name is Y. What you want to fill in X means using the number. In Y, what you want to fill means you want to fill with name. So, three of them are giving the same answers. This one is giving the same answer. This one is giving the same answer. This one also gives the same answers. This is called as whatever the first position is there, first value it will consider. Whatever the second one is there, this value it will consider. This is working on the positional. Positional means sequential order. Whatever the sequential order you are maintaining, that sequential order is the priority for this. Whereas for this example, whatever you have written here, the word, this word is the number is X and my name is Y. Now you want to fill in the X, what you want to fill. Here that is important. For example, you have given only X. Only X is there and here also X only you are filling. For example, in this also you are writing X only. So wherever the X is there, the X will be filled with num. So my number is 12 and my name is also 12. It is going to print like this. For example, you have written here Y is equal to name also you have written, but you are not using the Y. But this value will be filled with X only. This value will be filled with X only. So X you asked, for X what you are assigning, that will be taken. Is that clear? So that is the end of the session with Python output of print function. What are the different ways of print option we are having?